Welcome back to A Conscious Channel, family. Glad you can join us. Today's number 2 of the 21 days to juicing. I call it fasting, as well as just a mental and physical overhaul, if you like to say. How I feel? Well, feel a little sleepy. Well, I felt a little sleepy yesterday. Made a big pitcher of protein drink as well as, but it was good. I mean, it was really good for me. But I really enjoyed that little particular piece. You have to really think about life though in a whole. I do have a new, I guess, video slash podcast that's coming out. It's going to be called the Employee Handbook. Hope you check it out. Really think it's going to really change the paradigm of how employees are looked at. So that ought to be interesting. But let's get back to this. So today's mission today is basically really going to focus in on listening to some more educational as well as some positive videos on YouTube. Really been heavy on this book Mindset by Carol. I don't. The last name is not coming to me right now. Been doing that, but family, I really, my goal is really to continue to push myself. That's why I'm doing this 21 day challenge, because I'm pushing my mind and my body. I want to see, as I'm continually to gear up to be successful, to be more successful, and make that transition of really pouring more to the business. I need to understand how far I can go. So I'm very excited about what's going to happen. I did learn something very new too, is that distractions. I started doing something. So I'll give credit to. I think I heard it first from Jim Rome, but then I heard it repeated by. I think his name is Daryl Hardy. And what I did was I took the same information they provided with regards to writing down what you spend to reverse engineering that, but applying it to what I was actually doing as far as distractions. And so I wrote down, so anytime like I started working on anything, and I don't care who it is, even myself, I got distracted, whether video popped up or anything that distracted me from what my intention of working on something. I wanted to see where I was going, and I really noticed that family distractions, man, you can, if you start writing this down, family. I'm working on giving a tip every day as I'm doing this 21 day challenge, and this is just a reflection of my life. I'm just gonna be me. I'm realizing that that's maybe I'll save that for day 3. But yeah, it was just interesting to see, like, when you're working on something and you get a call and you think the call is going to be maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and it lasts longer. And it's not no fault of the person that's called you or you called them, because you could have ended it. And but then it's just that guilt of, well, I don't want to feel like I'm being disrespectful, or by not, making it more about me and being selfish being selfish, excuse me, instead of selfless. So, but I was just laughing because I was just going over the distractions. I was like, man, you know what? I gotta really cut out some of these distractions. So, what I've decided to do is that I will set up windows. Don't judge me, family. Don't judge me. I will set up windows to actually say, okay, hey, this is the time I have to talk. My mentor does this to me, and that's funny, and I didn't really peep it at first, but now I'm like, wait a minute, because there's certain times, hey, no, this is the time I have as far as free time to talk. We can talk about anything under the sun, but at this certain time, this is when we're done talking about anything, because I have to transition into the next thing, whether that's another mentoring call, whether that's whatever that is. So, and I meant to ask him, I'm going to ask him when I talk to him and say, when we talk, is you feel like you need to, I don't know, it's just weird. Now that I'm really just breaking it down even more, it's just like, and I'm talking to you guys, family, it's just like, well, why are we, okay, like the conversation, it feels very productive. I'm not even gonna lie, it feels extremely productive because we're able to go from nonsense to, critique to, okay, well, what are your next steps? And I think that is useful. I do believe that you should have that opportunity to vent and get it out. Okay, but then what are the solutions? What are we going to do? What are the next steps? So anyway, family, I'm not going to keep you long. Like I said, I want to keep these videos between 5 minutes, about 5 minutes, but I over talk because I always warm up, and then once I start figuring out what I'm going to talk about, then it just clicks in. So hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, hit the like button, man, leave a comment. I want to interact with you guys. I'm painting a vision that I'm going to be one of the most successful YouTubers, and I'm doing it with little resources to start off with, because I want to prove to myself that this is possible and this is the way things are going. Because when I'm at work, I'm listening to other YouTubers, and I just get inspired. So I'm just ready to compete. So let's do it. All right, family. Peace and love.